DJ, if you are, still making your decision, you still don't know, and you're watching this podcast, I mean, hey, Syracuse is a great place to be. That's all I'm saying. I know everyone talks about the weather being really bad at Syracuse, but first of all, you're playing in a dome, so it's not going to be snowing.
Right.
And second of all, it's actually very nice in the fall. So
spring and fall, man.
Yeah, it's nice in Syracuse in the spring and the fall. I mean, yeah, the winter does suck, but I mean, doesn't the winter suck everywhere except for like Florida? I mean, that's where I'm from. But
I was talking to someone about that. Not to digress, but I was talking to someone about that on our Facebook page the other day when this fan mentioned, oh, it's tough to land recruits because of the weather in Syracuse, and I said, I don't know. I don't know. They pick up they pick up the snow really quick. I live in the DMV area, and if we have 2 inches here, they declare a state of emergency. So, yeah, it's a little gloomy and there's snow, but it gets picked up. I didn't miss one day of class. I didn't have one day of classes canceled due to snow in 4 years at Syracuse in the late 90s. So, I don't know.
Well, now with Zoom, there is no missing class anymore. A snow day is just a Zoom day, and every place in the United States has their regional pros and their regional cons. I mean, you can go out to California, you can go out to the Pacific Northwest, but you got to deal with all the earthquakes potentially. I'm just saying. You got the Midwest, and you're in Tornado Alley. You got the South, and I know there's no snow in the South, but let me tell you, right now it's about 100 degrees in Florida with humidity. So it's not fun to be in Florida right now. You don't want to be there. Yeah. And Syracuse, the winter does kind of suck, but at the same time, you're playing in a dome, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So CJ, I hope you're listening, and I hope that you are still strongly considering Syracuse and being part of the new era.
What did Jim Boeheim say many moons ago? Syracuse is like a beautiful place to live, like 9 months out of the year, and then the other 3 months there's basketball indoors or something like that. So it's